Καλησπέρα. Καλησπέρα. Καλώς
Good afternoon and welcome. On behalf of the Established Untitled Foundation, I would like to thank you for being here today in the presentation of the program that we have for the SNFestival 2019. It is a great pleasure to be here today. The SNFestival this year is in fact in the 5th consecutive year of its life, and as in all years in June, the Established Narcos Foundation returns here for a week in the Established Narcos Center of Culture for artistic festival, and this actually joins up with other big events, the SNF Running to the Future, and the annual conference of the Established Narcos Foundation. So 5 years, we could say that SNFestival is in fact still a child. It is a child that likes to play, that likes to experiment and investigate, to grow, to actually achieve new goals and to open up new perspectives. So today we are inviting you to discover its world through a game. A game that will not have, of course, winners and losers, and I hope that there'll be no stress about who will win. And this is a quiz that we have prepared especially for you today. So the idea was based on the fact that the lineup for the program has already been announced as of January. So it is a test with open books, and you have in your hands the program of the festival. And now, for our friends, the journalists, we'd like to actually change the rules of the game, and for us to put the questions, and for you to give us the answers. The only objective is, I repeat, to actually meet up, to have a good time, and to learn something new also. So we will also reveal things during this game. Now, before we go on to the quiz, which is going to be presented by our dear Lambros Fis, I would like to share a few pieces of news with respect to this festival. I will not actually have spoilers. I'm not going to talk about the artistic program or the conference, because Millie Pascal is going to talk about it, who's the artistic director of Established Narcos Foundation, and Elena Saluti from the Department of Communication. However, I'd like to say some things of an architectural nature which we're actually preparing for the Summer Nostos Festival. So I would like to say that most of you will remember that 2 years ago there was in fact the entire stage at the canal, and this in fact was the one that was photographed the most when there was the sunset during the days of the festival. This year there is a new construction, and this will be in the labyrinth, and this is going to look like a dome, and we are going to have in fact a surprise related to water, but I'm not going to talk about the water element today. We're going to work at a fast pace in order to complete these by June. But I'd like to say that these constructions will be actually inaugurated in the festival, but they are here to stay. So they will remain for the Established Narcos Foundation Cultural Center as fixed infrastructure. And this is, in fact, what we will do in order for SNF to actually support SNFCC and its thousands of visitors. One more piece of news that we're very delighted to impart, and it is so fresh that we haven't actually been able to put it in our program, but we do have notes at the back of the booklet, so you can actually take note. So we are very pleased that this year the Stavros Niarchos Foundation is working together with the European champions of 2004. This was, in fact, our team that conquered the Euro so many years ago, and we'd like to actually remember this great celebration of Greece at that time. And today amongst us we have some of these champions with us today. The team Legends 2004 and Amgen Champions for Life are actually preparing a set event from the 12th of June up to the 4th of July for the time that the team was in Portugal. Some of these events will take place here in the Cultural Centre and some in other points of the city, but all are going to be supported by the Stavros Niarchos Foundation. And we will have our international champions with us every day, and they will participate in the various sports and educational activities that are, in fact, programmed by the team for progress as part of the SNFestival. So you're going to receive also the press release at the end of this event. But I'd like to invite Mr. Katsouranis to say a few words from the team. Good afternoon. I'd like to thank you all for being here. And I'd like to thank the Stavros Niarchos Foundation because it is launching a collaboration with us, and we want to give back all this love that we felt from 12, 13, 14 million Greeks who actually went out on the streets to celebrate the fact that we won the Euro Championship. And I'd like to say that we're also going to participate in the SNFestival in various events, and we're going to do it with great pleasure, mainly to actually give pleasure to the kids, because that is, in fact, why the 23 to 25 with Mr. Heikel, we have remained united and trying to give back to society some of the things that we have actually experienced while we were wearing the flag of Greece next to our hearts. Thank you. Thank you so much. Of course, at this point, I'd like to remind you that all the SNFestival events are, in fact, free for all. And we have, in fact, the www.snfestival.org website, and you can see all the events listed there. And before I close, I'd like to thank certain persons who have contributed to this great effort of the foundation. It's the team of the SNFCC, the team of Regeneration and Progress, and all the volunteers of the festival, some of which are here today with us. I will not delay you any further. Before I invite Lambros to the stage in order to kick off the game, I'd like to see a very short video that we've prepared this year in order to promote the festival. Thank you so much, and I wish every success to all of you in this game. Have fun, and I hope that we will be able to enjoy ourselves.
Expect with summer.
Hello and good afternoon on my part as well. Welcome. A warm applause. Give me a hand for all of you for being here. Let us all play, inform ourselves, enjoy ourselves. Some of you have already taken your seats for some time, but I see some empty seats in front. This is actually the area we reserved for the teams that will be competing and taking part in the quiz. You in the rear, you will be playing the audience, the paid audience that would be there, the Sikaris, so to speak. So please take your role seriously. It is a very serious support we expect from you. There are some empty seats, so anyone wishing to join us, you can do it, or I can choose you and declare you volunteers, bring you here by force if need be. We desperately need some more people to fill the seats in front. Some of the journalists, look at them. They need your support, ladies and gentlemen. You may be applauding, but we need more than that. Would you like to be in their seats? No, just having fun from a distance. Well, some journalists, please. There's one, thank you. Let's have it for the gentleman. Thank you very much. You are part of this team, or you are in every team. You may play with any team. You're a joker, sort of speaking. Some people are, what? Are you flying away? I was expecting to see you coming in, not going out, slyly. For heaven's sake, anyone else? Who would like to come? Any reporters, journalists? Hi, Delia, come on, join us. Come on, join us, play with us. Don't you want to come and play with us? No? Good. Wow. And I was hoping for a moment. Anyway, how about you? Let's have it for this lady. Yes, lucky us, lucky you. I was able to talk someone into coming closer. Well, during the game, if you're warming up enough to take part, please feel free. There are still empty seats. Before starting, we need to give some names, code names for the teams. I will be showing you some plastic art representations, and you can use that and try to inspire yourself, give a name to your team. See various patterns. You see, for example, this might be the climbing frozen koala, just to give you an example. Anything goes. You have 1 minute to come up with a name for your team. You two are forming one team? Wow. That's something. No, you're on your own. You cannot break into any other teams. I will be helping you, don't you worry. Just give us a name. How about here? Okay, we'll be revealing everything very soon. Wow. Is this the one you're working on? What's your name? Have you got a name for your team? Good. Fine. How about you? Affirmative. Good. Very well. No, you're still thinking about it? Well, hurry up. You won't getting any points for the name or how ingenious your name is. Just find the name. Do you have your names? 6 ladies. Well, if 6 ladies are thinking about one thing, let me have it within the next 6 hours. Ladies, speed up. Team number 1, what's your name? No name. Well, pick one. Number 9. Fine. What do you see then? A frozen cello koala, you say? I think it's an optimum name. Great. Super name. Frozen duo. Yeah, it reminds me of a film featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger. How about number 2? Team number 2, you like number 11. 11 is a giraffe and a shell. What does it bring to your mind? What? Safari at sea? Wow, how inventive, how imaginative, very good. Team number 4, no, it's team number 3 actually. Oh, it is you're picking 04, sorry, the blue whale, very good. What about this team? Number, which one are you picking? And use your microphones, please. The pink mermaid. What about here? Get on to the next team. Is this the name? Oh, your name is the next team. Wow, satanic. Wow. How about this team? Are you the previous ones or the next ones? Hi. 10, number 10, flamingo riding. Very nice. How sexually insinuating. Good. And last team, number 7, Tropicalia. It's number 2 that inspired us. Tropicalia then. That's the best I've ever heard about this. Is it a party happening at City in Athens? Okay, you got the buzzers in hand, so we may start with the first question. Let me read into the first question and you'll have the options. Those who have this team will be pressing on the buzzer as soon as possible if you have the answer. Which are the headliners of this year's Summer Nostos Festival? A. John Cake, Animal Collective, Liana Osabas. Oh, very well, you got the answer. Here we are. Who are you and what are you choosing? You're choosing C. Andrew Bird, Nene, Sherry, Lau, and local natives. Correct. Correct. 1 point for this team. 1 point goes to team number 6. And that was the correct answer, ladies and gentlemen. Very good. Now, if I may urge you to use the microphone for the answers. C was the correct answer, although everybody was hoping for number B. Yes, got clearly. Peter Andre with his abdominals swimming in the canal. What best can you think of in the summer? And what of the deadliners and not headliners? Anyway, I wish. So did you, I'm sure. Some words about headliners. Summer Festival this year as well is hosting some very important names of the international stage, artists participating in major festivals. New records of theirs will indisputably be on the top of the chart lists. On the 21st of June, we will be enjoying the multi-instrumental Bird with the typical whistling, which is very typical. And he is quite a whistler. On the 25th of June, the emblematic Nene Sherry with a comeback of a special Punch album, very political too. And then on the 7th of June, Low, one of the best schemes of the alternative rock stage. And on the 28th of June, Local Natives, one of the very important interactive groups of our times. And lineup would never be complete without the headliners that were deadliners, and the point goes to team number 6. Going on with question number 2. And a musician and plastic artist or a man of many skills. Who is the inventor of the ambient music? Wow, you got already, not even having given the options, and somebody is trying to give an answer. So even this blurred image was enough to make you guess who the gentleman is. Okay, then what's your answer? Verbalize it. Of course, Brian Eagle. Of course it is, Brian. And here's the face of his. Point goes to you. What gave him up? Was it the spectacles, the blurred image, the face, or did you know the answer from before? Oh, you did not do this in advance. Good. I thought. Well, that was the first revelation for today, ladies and gentlemen, something that I'm sure you did not know beforehand. This ingenious and very avant-garde Brian Enoch goes beyond the limits by giving a picture to sound with 70 million paintings, plastic art, a situation, traveling since 2006 throughout the world to come here and join us at the Summer Nostos Festival. And as described himself, Eno, this is a visual kind of music, and the installation will be featured at the tower of the National Library of Athens throughout the festival. 1 point here, 1 point goes to you there. And question number 3. Team of this very well-known choreographer will be joining the Summer Nostos Festival to present 2 dancing solos. Oh, Jesus Christ, I haven't given the options as yet. This is the Barat City. The flamingo riding Akran Kam. Very good answer. Correct. And a hand for this lady. She found it. Akram Khan is the name. I don't know what I'm doing here. You know the answers beforehand. Akram Khan, nevertheless, most of you know, and we have had the chance of enjoying him, choreographer and dancer. He is on previous occasions. This time he's coming with a totally new proposal, contributing to the future of dance, something that I'm sure is high on his agenda. Under the direction of himself and Farouk Chambri, his collaborator, 2 charismatic artists and choreographers, Chinese Maya Chilang Dong and Indonesian Riando, will be each elaborating their own individual dance solos inspired from myths and various cultures. This performance will be having on the 27th of June at the alternative stage of the Athens Opera. And some other shows, 2 Antoni from Creta, 2 Anthony's. Oh, you want to say something? Who are these people? I know, you know, or you do. Give me the names. But how did you know? Is it there anywhere? Do you see the names anywhere? Come on, you saw the names. But I will be giving you this extra point. But why don't you use the microphone? Let yourself be heard. You know, this is a live streaming thing, and people are following us. They will be working together by the canal this summer. Indeed, those 2 Anthony will be here. Oh, maybe you want to play in my shoes? No. Their common origin is a traditional Cretan music and the Rizitica, traditional male song, are part of a typical Cretan folk festival. And as you said it yourself, they will be performing together at the canal. That's the one thing to retain. Friday, the 27th of June, mark it, the two Antonis. And one more show to quote, and this is the show. Don't you know? Are we being silent now? Well, One and One and One, the very well known vertigo dance company. They come from Israel. Yet another show and highlight of this festival. Time Out says it is one of the artistic battle that is stimulating, arousing our senses. Let's have a video on that.
Πάρα πολύ ωραία.
Very good. That's a very good show we're expecting to have. Now, question number 4. This question has no buzzer to be used. You got your piece of paper in front of you. What I will be asking you is to guess and write down a figure. Try to guess how many children have taken part in the Summer Autumn Festival shows since 2015 and to this day. Use your pens and paper and try to guess. There are more than 10 people. Just to give you a hint, though, try not to say something that is close to 10. I'm expecting a figure including children's shows, sport events, workshops, circuses, anything goes. Try to guess a figure. I see some of you already writing down a figure, and those at the stalls, please, also try to guess. Let me have your answers, ladies and gentlemen. There's an answer from team number 2, 5,000, you say. An answer from team number 3, more than 100,000, you say. Wow. And we got an answer, you say 100,000 precisely. You, not one person more, not one person less. And 12,000, say some other 250,000. Wow, you are very, very generous. Any child born in Greece over that period took part, you think? Answer, speculating. What about you? 70,000. And, well, is it an auction sales? Are we buying children here? God forbid. Going one, 70,000, 500 plus followers. Wow, are you having in mind the Akis Petretζekis cooks, fans? 500 plus what? No. There are 2 answers. Anyone from the stalls wanting to guess? No. Well, that's it. You know everything. So I believe that there's no point in me continuing here. So you say 100,000 here and more than 100,000 here. Great. So I'm asking you to, because you're closer, to try guess once again, because it is more than 100,000, less than 500,000. So try guessing again. Let's see who's getting this point. No, for the rest, you are out. Just give me a forecast. Okay. How about you?
Έχουμε 100.
Remember, there is nothing to win, so don't work too much on it. 150 and 120,000, and that's the winning team. 140,000 children having taken part in these events, and this is a major capital for our festival. Gaming, sporting, these are features of this wonderful festival, from acrobatics and jonglers to superhuman pyramids, human body painting, circus, outdoor circus, a magician that is coordinating a whole event. There will be water bombs thrown around, handball, hand shooting, all kinds of things, all for the children. And this special program is designed and implemented by the Anagenesis and Prothos team. A hand for them, and let's have a video.
Πάρα πολύ ωραία.
Oh, excellent. Now, let us go on to number 5. So, please be ready with the buzzers. Which of the following color options will we find in the traditional Rubik's Cube? White ice, red, yellow, green, blue, and orange. B. Okay, where are we? Number 2, team number 2, please give us your answer. A. So, ice, white, red. No, sorry, C. Very good. So you actually stressed me out for a minute that Miradaki was the one that actually had created the Rubik's Cubes. So you said white, red, yellow, green, blue, and orange. So you get that point. Well done. A round of applause for team number 2. So we have a very good event this year, and that is the Rubik's Cube that we have all loved. And you know, it has really made things difficult for us these years. And we see that in Faros how people who have solved it will disclose their secrets, and we'll see how the Rubik's Cube is created from a mosaic of dominoes and in various artworks. And we will have the mastermind of the cube, Rubik, who will come in one of his few appearances in Greece. So we will see, in fact, the people who have solved it fastest in the world enter the competition before us. Now, number 6, you'll hear, in fact, a sound excerpt, and you have to tell us which are the sound sequences. So let's listen to it, and whoever's heard it, we will actually press the buzzer. Very good. The team number 2 again. Where is the sequence from? A safari at sea. That's what the team is called. Okay, I thought that was an event of the festival, and I thought, wow, that we have such an event. Well, we're listening to you. It's the SNF run. Oh, well done. So 1 point to this team yet again. A round of applause. Yes, indeed, the sound effect was from SNF run, and it was in fact a clear-cut SNF run. It is a clear tradition running towards the future. It is, in fact, a celebration of sports, and everybody can participate irrespective of performance. And one of the innovations this year is that the runners here will be able to offer a contribution for the reinforcement of an NGO, and non-profit making organisation from a list that will be announced. And if somebody gives €5, then the SNF will add €10 and the organisation will receive €15. And the participation list will open up on the 2nd of May. And this is organised under AMKE Rebirth and Progress. So we're going to have 4 songs here, and you will have to tell us what is, in fact, the one that's going to be heard this year in the festival. So let's just go to hear the songs.
Stop, παρακαλώ.
Stop, please. It's Δυνατά Δυνατά Ελευθερία Βανατάκη. Okay, you guessed the song. Minus 10 points. You're disqualified. So we'll have somebody else take your place. No. Let's go.
Πάλι εσείς.
Again you. This is Alkistis Protoψάλτη. Which song? Let's hear the songs.
Δεν ακούω τίποτα. Βάλε το απόσπασμα.
I'm not listening to anybody's points. Let's hear the songs.
Μην πατάτε. Λοιπόν, πού είμαστε? Εδώ.
Where were we? There. Team number 2. The 4th. It's Alkistis Protoψάλτη. tell us also what her zodiac sign is, so I can give you the point. Libra. On the 18th of October. Okay, the gentleman knows everything. Wow, that's outrageous. He gets the point. And I'm afraid that he might know where she lives. So, Aleksis Protopsalti is a further announcement we had to make today. A round of applause. We'll have her with us in the SNFestival. Mrs. Protopsalti. So, please, I ask the gentleman who knows everything about her to leave because he scares me. So, first and foremost, we press the buzzer first. Yes. Secondly, I was shouting that she was Libra. And we have our birthday on the same day. Okay. So, we're not going to give the point to George. No. We have to share the point. Share the point. Yes, so you want half a point each. We want 1 point each. Okay. As you're not winning anything, I can give you 10 points each, so that you have fun with this. Mrs. Protopsalti, thank you very much for being here. And something with respect to your participation here. And I'm very pleased that we are going to open the festival. It's the first time that I'm working together with Stavros Niarchos Foundation. I'm very pleased. I think that it is, in fact, very few benefactors that we have these times. And Stavros Niarchos started a great work in the 21st century, and 20th century, and it's continued in the 21st century. So we see that this performance, traveling, has in fact an innovative touch. I'm going to also sing foreign songs in 8 languages, and from the last 30 years that I have been visiting theatres throughout the world, I have in fact selected Chinese, Armenian, Swahili, French, and I must say that I'm very, very touched about this evening. And what is the most difficult of these languages? Greek, obviously. Well, besides Greek, I think it's Armenian. It's not Swahili. No, Swahili was the easiest. Armenian, and then the Chinese. The professor came and she never left. No, she stayed there. Quite. So, thank you very much. A round of applause.
On the 23rd of June, therefore, Miss Aleksis Protopsalti will be with us. On the 26th of June, we have Mr. Giorgos Margaritis. Wild applause for Mr. Margaritis. Thank you for being here with us once again today. I hear you'll be singing in how many languages? The question is what I'm going to sing. No, in how many languages you will be singing. I will be reminding people a repertoire I used to have back then at the beginning of my career. So to make it a surprise, I won't be saying more. Well, you said everything. No, I'm just looking forward to see young people coming to us, because, you know, this event, or whatever you may call it, will be a great event in every possible aspect. Oh, well, you said it all, and I'm very, very happy. Let's have more of that. Yes, wild applause. And on the 29th of June, we'll be having Marina Satti. Hand for Marina Satti. She was unable to attend. She's on her way. Maybe she is shooting a video clip. She has never stopped walking since she started. Well, she is a great singer and performer with, together with Fones and Chorus, will be putting the stage afire with her music and modern original rhythms. Now, at the Canal on the 28th of June, we'll have the ethnic jazz group by Michalis Kalkanis, the jazzman that has hosted a very special event with Nati Shana from Siberia. An applause for these artists, Kalkanis and Nati Shana. the cosmopolitan composer Pericles Canaris, who, although living in New York, is inspired by and thinking of Greece all the time. An applause for him on the 25th of June on the alternative stage of the Athens National Opera. The strings quartet Tetractys with alternative quests in music and lots of inspiration. And last but not least, the musical evenings of the festival will be completed with a party on the clearance of the premises with Astrolot, Apostolos Retsos, Dana Nielsen, and Schoolwave Rewind. And now, let's have the score. Team number 1 has accumulated 0 points, number 2, 2 points, number 3, 4 points, teams 4, 5, nothing, team 6, 1, team 7, 1, and you got your 10 points of bonus. We won't forget that, of course. And you getting into the drawing of lots for a series of appliances as the TV goes. Well, the washing machine, perhaps. What's the relationship between Aurélia Thierry with this gentleman? A daughter, a niece, third removed, a mother of Bazan, a grandchild, a grandchild, and the zodiac sign and the date, but it's a correct answer. D, she is a granddaughter of Charles Chaplin. A unique show on the 26th of June. Victoria Thierry Chaplin, daughter of Charlie Chaplin. Starring Aurelia's daughter and granddaughter of Charles Chaplin, Jamie Martinez. A unique show hesitating between imaginary and reality with lots of artistic references. Get ready for surrealism created in magic by the magical hands of the Chaplins. Question number 9. Prior to reading into the question, let's get a video for you to have some information that you will be finding useful in answering this question. Right. So the question, which Belgian musical band has the same name as an Athenian restaurant? Balthazar? Oh, you're too quick. Really. Team number 2, which besides being very knowledgeable, has good reflexes. I don't know what's happening here. Team number 2, what's your answer? It's B, Balthazar. Yes, correct answer. A hand for this team. Number B is the correct answer, Balthazar. On stage of the canal, we'll be having the most special light of Summer Nostos Festival on 25th of June. Balthazar, new record, Fever. 24th of June, Open Skin, Amia Plus. Called as the Miracle Child by Der Spiegel. You are applauding already. This is the unique admirer and fan in Greece. He will be there, I'm sure, to call present. And on 26th of June, NEJ coming from France with millions of followers on the internet. On the 22nd of June, Nakhani from South Africa, which deserves to be known, a special artist that went beyond fear, assumed his sexuality, became a legend in his country and created a great album. More special names on the alternative stage of the National Opera. Rita Wilson, which we know as an actress and producer, film producer. Now she's coming live on the 29th of June with unique songs, and 29th and 30th of June, a unique team of Kwa Kwa Kwa. This group coming back to our festival this summer, calling up on us to take part in an intercultural choir. And since we're talking about great artists, we have been joined by Mrs. Marina Sati. Where is she? Where is she? Here she is. Oh, you've been walking, and here you are. You got the microphone. You are sitting amongst people in this team, so you may take part. Hi, hello. Good day, afternoon. Well, before we had Mrs. Protopsalti and Mr. Margaritis. Now we're having you as well. You'll be part of this festival this year with your group. You will be presenting something. I'll be saying everything. You don't have to get stressed. Oh, well, you're doing fine. You're doing quite fine. And Can we have a spoiler, something to expect? It is an advanced version of Yalla we had in the past. These will be the voices, the polyphonic group of girls, and the chorus, some 50 girls in the choir, many girls dancing, many guest artists, a group called Karakostades playing traditional instruments, drums and strings, artists from Africa playing Afro house music, a major musical scheme of Brazilian percussions, and various guest artists and friends. So lots of people, quite an army, I would say. Wow, great. From all over the world, you say. It sounds great, and lots of walking. Yes, walk and walk and walk, and there are some bikes if you need to use them. Thank you, and an applause for Mrs. Sati. Another 3 questions to go to the end of this session. That's your last chance to get some points, and with that our respect and the washing machine. Question number 10. Which of the events of Summer Nostos Festival will be giving you names like Slickback, MC Joe and Took, Katudiosis, and authentically... Oh, a buzzer. Again, it's you again. The rest of you may go. Now we have all the answers. There is no need for us anymore here. Out of Africa, you say. Oh, but there's something missing from your answer. I don't know whether I can accept it. No, maybe you think I should accept it. What do the rest of you say? I'm trying to help the rest of the teams. But it's out of Africa, correct. DJ set, very good. Well done. Every year, the evenings of the Nostos Festival close with super DJs behind the decks, and you'll have much more by Mrs. Pascali, the art director. She will be explaining everything, though these guests come from Uganda, Tanzania and Kenya, 3 more advanced countries than Greece, and they're coming here as guests of the Summer Nostos Festival in cooperation with the Nyege Festival. Question number 11. Buzzers ready? Buzzers ready? Shut the buzzer of Team 2. They know too much. Cancel them. Who of these will be taking part in the conference of Stavros Niarchos? The architect of Barack Obama's pre-electoral campaign, Marshall Gantz. Who is then? Jesus Christ. Not Team 2 this time, at least. D. I'm told to say D. All of the above. Correct. All of the above. Marshall Gantz, Becca Heller, and William Kentridge will be here. Both the legal counsel of the generalized reaction to Donald Trump's decree, and the very famous and South African artist and director, and one of the most important artists of our time, William Kentridge. They will be but some of the 40 and more speakers to take the floor at the conference this year of the Stavros Niarchos Foundation. And here's question number 12, perhaps the most tricky question of all under this quiz. You may get 10 points and reverse everything. Let me complete the options you have before you pronounce yourself. That's for your own good. Who is hosting Summer Nostos Festival? A. Niarchion. B. Stavros Niarchos Foundation. Have you got the answer? Oh, because you're buzzed, are you sure? If you give a correct answer, there are another 2 follow-up questions. Fine. It's number B. Correct. It's number B, the Stavros Niarchos Foundation. And that was a very crucial question. And a follow-up question for you. Where is this festival being hosted? At the Center of Cultural Center, Stavros Niarchos? Or just the acronym, very difficult pronouncing Greek. And the last question for the 10 super bonus points. Concentrate. Now, the most critical of all. Whom the Stavros Niarchos Foundation Cultural Center pertain? The Greek government, the Greek state. Oh God, yes, that was the answer. You got all answers correct. Maybe you're working for them, otherwise, how could you know? Anyway, these are the 3 correct answers, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, congrats. It is the Stavros Niarchos Foundation that is hosting this event. At the Stavros Niarchos Foundation, all these forms part of the Hellenic state patrimony. Not everything is the same, of course. If you can affect people, maybe you should be explaining things to people who do not know. That was the last question. Summer Nostos Festival is hosted, of course, by this foundation, and we have the Stavros Niarchos group together with the precious assistance of many friends and partners of the Stavros Niarchos Culture Center, Anagenesis Prodos, and many tireless people who are committed in doing their best so that this event be a success. And the smiling volunteers, some of who are here today, a hand for them. And that was the end of the quiz, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had fun. The time has come for us to proclaim the winning team, the team that won this quiz is team number 3, Blue Whale, and this gentleman, and of course you yourself.
Τα πυροτεχνήματα είναι για όλους σας.
Fireworks are free of charge for all of you. Thank you all for playing. Oh, more fireworks? Okay. Thank you for playing. Thank you for being here with us. And now a warm applause should go to the art directress of the Stavros Niarchos Foundation, Mrs. Mili Paschalis. Mrs. Paschalis, you have the floor. Come on, Millie, come on, courage, thank you, perfect. No, I won't be leaving you. Millie came in black to celebrate. Millie. No, don't go, please, don't. I think you were joking as the last question when you said that all of the above organizations are part of the Greek government. No. Maybe I was mistaken. If I did, I'm sorry. What's the correct answer then? What did I say? I said that you said all of the above. No, but for the Stavros Niarchos Foundation, everything else is now part of the Greek state. I apologize for this mistake, but I'm sure the gentleman knew what I was talking about. Right. Am I excused now? Am I allowed to go? Okay, enjoy the rest of the event, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye. Bye from me. All right. Well, in the wake of such a great show, indeed, I feel I am way lacking in everything. Of course, he was joking when he said that I will be telling much more and much more in detail. His was a very good presentation of the main crux of the event of the Summer Nostos Festival. Just a few more minutes of your time, just 10 minutes, no more, to bend your ears, just to say some things about some of the events that did not find their way to the quiz thematics. Prior to that, I would like to express my appreciation to all of the partners and artists, because that's my role, isn't it, for being here. This year, we'll be having a record number, some 742 Greek and foreign artists. Thank you all. Without you, it would never have been possible to set up this great event. Let me start with a brief reference to the applications and the premises of the Greek National Opera, major productions, therefore, starting with an international one, the Triptych, a scenic event to start in Athens. The premiere is in Athens on the 26th of June at the Stavros Niarchos Hall. There will be shows at various cultural organizations and festivals of the US, as Disney Hall at Los Angeles, where the premiere was, a Big Ears Festival, traveling to Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., and in Baum, New York. I have the opportunity of a very short sound spot, and you'll have more details in a while. This piece has been inspired by the work and inspiration of Mapplethorpe, a photographer that left us very early. Mapplethorpe's death anniversary of 30 years is this year. Bryce Dessner, composer and front fountain of the Nationals group, Liberty's Scott Arctic Untitled, and the up-and-coming Kanija Chow from New York in cooperation with the Row Full of Teeth ensemble and the Athenian Wrestling Ensemble will be hosting theatrically and therefore arousing spectators towards participating and becoming inspired through music, which you just heard, and various projections, intensely sexual content, sometimes very arousing. This unique piece of work allows the audience to embark on Mapplethorpe's vision as to how people touch, feel, traumatize, and love each other. This triptych is a co-production of Archetype from New York and Robert Mapplethorpe Foundation. It is a co-production of major institutions like the Los Angeles Philharmonic, the Michigan University, the Cincinnati Opera House, Kennedy Center of Washington, and the Stavros Niarchos Foundation as an exclusive donor. The next major production we'll be having it at the Stavros Niarchos Hall is Medea, an operette by the Greek National Opera Ensemble, 27th and 28th of June. It is a satiric opera on a libretto by Bost. Lana Kitsopoulou and the poet are co-authoring this opera. Jan Skulets and Dekan are signing the stage production together with Paxoglu, Mandrinos, and Marisia Pavlaxiou. Yet another major important music concert we'll be having the pleasure of attending at the Stavros Niarchos Hall on the 30th of June, the very last day of the festival, is the one of Lisa Hannigan and Stargaze. Lisa Hannigan is an Irish singer. It is the muse and former partner of a very beloved Irishman and artist, composer Damien Rice. And together with the musical collective European musicians under the direction of André de Rider, the Stargaze will be staging songs by from the three last records of Hannigan. Stargaze is a classical music and education ensemble which, after a very long period of cooperation with people like Liz Foran, Julia Holter, and Lee Renaldo of Sonic Youth, came up with a very original production. Soul percussion will be starting this series of events at the Stavros Niarchos Hall. The percussion are coming all the way from New York with a unique performance. What makes them irresistible and very interesting is that they use everyday tools to produce magical sounds. They will be producing a series of modern musicians and composers. A sensational piece of work that was authored for an instrument that has been recently contrived. It is called chord stick. Now, on the alternative stage will be Her Mind's Eye, inspired by the Pandora myth. The first artificial woman, Alexandros Skolakis, created a lyrical production staged and artistically set up by himself. It's an original piece of work, a very special part of the summer festival, musically vested by Pleiades with Niarcho and Deli, and signed by Amalia Bennett. Tsolakis, living and working in London, has already been in cooperation with major houses like the Royal Academy, the Munich Opera, Massive Attack, Fondation Cartier.
And a great reference was made by Labros with respect to the DJ sets, the Out of Africa program. So you've actually learnt most about it. But I'd like to add something, and I think it's something that we actually underscore each time with respect to the festival. So a key part of the festival is, in fact, to underscore and highlight multiculturality and the rich musical backgrounds. So we see that here we have an audience for all types of music for these nights of June. So for 4 nights in the canal, we will be able to have, in fact, the 4 DJ sets in order to enjoy electronic music. And this will be, in fact, familiar pieces and not so familiar pieces, such as Singeli with 400 beats per minute is one of the most extreme forms of electronic music. It could be, in fact, the most extreme search for, and we see that in the same Guardian article, we see that these music helps the young to actually construct a more optimistic and better life. So we have representatives from Sigeli, MC Joke and Duke, and we see that in the same set we will have 2 very special producers, the activist and queer, authentically plastic, and Kato Dioshis. These are 2 characteristic cases of progressive DJs from Eastern Africa, and together with Sleepback, who's the 4th DJ from Africa, and MC Joe and Duke are really scoring a great success in the European DJ sets. So I'd like to say that we will also have a reference to Africa in the dialogues, and this will be in the Municipal Theatre of Kypseli. Cynthia Bouzdouk is going to coordinate the discussion about the most diverse continent of Africa. And then we're coming back to the Stavros Niarchos Hall, and I must say that I'm very pleased that Lavros Fysis did not actually manage to announce one figure, and I'm referring to the one on the 31st of June, and we'll have, in fact, the choir of the Yale alumni, and we will have, in fact, them together with Academica of Athens, and we will have, in fact, the Elsie Summer Greece choir. So we'll have, in fact, a huge number of artists on stage. It's the largest and most populous choir that we'll find there. I think we'll always be we'll all rather be there in the hall, and this will be unforgettable. Now, the next work has to do with the activities that we have for families and children, for 5 performances from the 23rd up to the 27th of June in our new stage on the Labyrinth. Young and old will actually going to watch the adventures of the pieces of a chess board, and we have Mr. Kouroubos, who has actually been its creator, and we have him with us today. And we have the libretto by Evianos Travizas, and the starring roles are distinguished speakers such as Mirtova Pathanisioutas, Irene Karayani, Yannis Kalifas, and Krisa Mariamani. And I would like finally to dwell on the art event, something that we're presenting in Nostos today. And we are very pleased because this year we have, in fact, an exhibition with 60 new artists, and they participated in artworks. Artworks was created in 2017 by the initiation under the initiative and with the funding of the Stavros Foundation, and this program gives monetary support, and on the other hand it has a greater target, and that is to tap into the best practices that exist abroad in order to benefit the young artists in Greece. So recently it has, in fact, given awards to 70 artists so that they continue to put very critical questions through their work, and their work will be exhibited in the indoor and outdoor parts of the cultural centre. And by way of information, we have already launched the second programme of artworks, which for 2019 will in fact provide awards for 80 artists from painting, sculpture, installations, performance, visual videos, multimedia, up to motion pictures, dance, and the curation of art exhibitions. I wanted to come back to the two names that we disclosed through the game and that we hadn't announced with the rest of the lineup in the beginning of January. And one, of course, is Mrs. Prokopsaldi, who's going to be the one to open the festival on the 23rd of Festival. And the second is that of Brian Lino. And this is one of the most important names in the musical scene. And he is going to participate in Nostos. And it's going to be done with the 77 million paintings, which was presented for the first time in Tokyo in 2016, and it has been presented in a huge number of galleries and museums worldwide. And 77 million artworks are, in fact, 77 million combinations of art. It is a characteristic example of generative art, which is produced algorithmically, and the soundtrack is an ambient music which has been composed by Eno himself. So we see that these two components can in fact immerse the spectator in this event. And I'd like to say that on the 23rd of June, Sunday, the festival's opened and it closes on the 30th of June in the evening. So for these days and nights, we are going to actually make use of all the parts of the Stavros Niarchos Foundation. We're going to have 5 stages inside and out of the building, and we're going to use the National Opera and the National Library. So we had a lot of events to present. That's why we had this interactive game and this presentation, and you'll receive all the press release. But of course, I think that you all have received this little booklet, which will be your guide. Now, before thanking you, I'd like to invite Eleni Efels, who's going to talk about the conference of the Stavros Niarchos Foundation. Well, thank you very much. I won't tire you. A few words only, because I think that all the speakers of the conference and all related information can be found on the site of the festival, SNFestival.org. So, as we also mentioned beforehand, the International Conference of Stavros Niarchos Foundation is part of the festival, and it's the 8th year on the run that it's taking place. The last 7 years we've talked about the economic crisis, refugee crisis, sustainability, and we have also seen that the conference has drawn the eyes and interest of people who are not interested in the closed activities of charitable work, but we have people with us from the broader public with a wide range of interests. Last year we had about 1,000 participants, and we decided to give ourselves a freer rein in order to examine different themes and issues, and I think Untitled is the freest possible such subject matter. So we don't put labels, we don't put things into boxes, but besides the speakers that you heard before, we're going to have 40 speakers of international prestige, and we're going to put difficult questions to them, and they won't all speak about the field of expertise, and altogether we hope that we will be able to have a new way of thinking. So on the 24th and 25th of June will take place, and it's open to all, as is the case for all the events, and Anna Quintia is going to make a presentation, and then the 26th of June, in collaboration for the second time, together with Johns Hopkins University and the SNF and Korea Institute, which has been supported by the Salvation Army Foundation with $150 million. We're going to present the second workshop, which is talking and listening across divides. And this will be based on experience in science, and we'll see how we can listen to each other, how we can actually have, in fact, a democratic dialogue, how we can actually think and counter views that we don't always agree with. Thank you very much. That's all from me. Well, the things that we say are never enough, and I feel the need to thank once again, together with Elena, the following bodies without whose support we wouldn't be able to do this. And I'm talking about the non-profit organisation Rebirth and Progress for the SNF run and the thousands of other sports activities, and also the Champions for Life, the municipality of Athens and of Galicia, and the Hellenic Police, and the Traffic Police of Athens and Galicia, the Fire Brigade of Greece, the Hellenic Olympic Commission, and the volunteers of SNFestival. And of course our valuable collaborators, the SNFCC, for actually staging the festival. Thank you for being here today. In 2.5 months we will speak again. We're going to experience all of this together here in the Cultural Centre. Thank you very much.
Hi, hello, my name is Anna Sanchez-Kohlberg. I am the choreographer and director of Theatre and Corps Collectif. We're really happy to be part of this summer's SNFestival in June 2019 with the project 7 to the 7th. We hope that you join us. It is a participatory dance event where we will be connecting this fantastic site with 7 other cities across the world throughout 7 days to create a beautiful global dance. So it's not just about coming to watch, it's also about coming to join us. Great, hope to see you then.
Γεια σας! Μην ξεχάσετε το ραντεβού μας τον Ιούνιο στο SNFestival.
Hey, this is Andrew Bird, and I'm playing the Summer SNFestival in June.
We are Boy Blue, and we're coming to the Summer SNFestival in June. Θα τα πούμε στην Αθήνα! We are the Greece Youth Orchestra. See you at Summer Nostos!
Γεια σας, είμαι ο Μιχάλης Καλκάνης και μαζί με το σχήμα μου και έναν εκλεκτό καλεσμένο από το εξωτερικό ερχόμαστε στις 28 Ιουνίου στο Summer SNFestival για μια ξεχωριστή παράσταση όπου η μουσική θα συνυπάρξει με το video art και την αφήγηση. Θα χαρούμε να σας δούμε όλους εκεί.
Δημήτρη, πού είναι οι άλλοι? Έπρεπε ήδη να είχαμε ξεκινήσει. Μισό λεπτό να τους πάρω τηλέφωνο. Ναι. Έλα Γιώργο, πού είστε?
Εσείς που είστε, σας περιμένουμε.
Τι εννοείς, στην Αθήνα?
Ποια Αθήνα, εμείς στη Φραγκφούρτη είμαστε. Από εδώ και πέρα, εσύ κανονίζεις τις πρόβες.
Οκ. Quartetto Tetractis 25 Ιουνίου Festival Nostos. Σας περιμένουμε.
Λοιπόν, παιδιά, 26 Ιουνίου, 10 η ώρα το βράδυ, στο κέντρο πολιτισμού Ίδρυμα Μασάβρου Διάρχος. Μαζί με την σπουδαία μου ορχήστρα θα ακούσετε όλες τις μεγάλες μου επιτυχίες. Επίσης θα ακούσετε και επιτυχίες των μεγάλων μας δημιουργών. Η είσοδο θα είναι ελεύθερη.
Greetings from Yale University. My name is Jeff Dauma. I'm music director of the Yale Alumni Chorus, and we are so excited to be coming to the Summer SNFestival in June.
These are some of the things we expect with summer.